There's a new rivalry heating up in the region, and it's not between football teams or tourist attractions. It's between two of the most ambitious countries in the Middle East, the UAE and Saudi Arabia. And the battleground is based on business. For years, Dubai has been the undisputed king when it comes to being the business capital of the Middle East. The infrastructure, ease of doing business, quality of life, it's been unmatched. But recently, Saudi Arabia has come out swinging. With its Vision 2030 blueprint, massive economic reforms, and trillion-dollar giga-projects like NEOM and the Line, Saudi is making it very clear. They want to become the region's go-to business and investment hub. So the question is, who is winning? Let's break it down and look at how this competition is unfolding, what it means for entrepreneurs, expats, and investors, and why some companies are sticking with Dubai while others are heading to Riyadh. Let's start with the basics. The UAE, especially Dubai, has had a 20-year head start. It's built a reputation as the most open, globalized, and business-friendly destination in the region. Setting up a company here is straightforward. The free zones offer 100% foreign ownership. You've got world-class banking, reliable infrastructure, and a tax regime that until recently was basically non-existent. Even now, with the introduction of a 9% corporate tax, Dubai is still one of the most tax-efficient places to run a business. Add to that the lifestyle. World-class healthcare, international schools, a safe and cosmopolitan environment, and access to top-tier events and networking opportunities. Dubai has become a magnet for global talent and multinational companies alike. But Saudi Arabia isn't sitting still and just watching. Since launching their Vision 2030, the kingdom has undergone a massive transformation. They're not just pumping money into infrastructure, they're changing laws, cutting red tape, and aggressively courting foreign investment. In fact, they've gone as far as telling multinational corporations that if they don't move their regional headquarters to Riyadh by 2024, they won't be able to bid for government contracts. In my opinion, that's a bold move, and it's already starting to shift the needle. We've seen companies like PepsiCo, Unilever, and even PwC announcing plans to expand in Riyadh, and that's not by accident. Saudi is offering some serious incentives like 50-year tax holidays for regional headquarters, subsidized office space, and access to massive government-backed investment funds. But here's where the nuance comes in. Doing business in Saudi Arabia still feels very different than in Dubai. The rules are evolving fast, but they're not always predictable. Visas, banking, and company formation can still take a little longer. The lifestyle, while rapidly improving, like you may have seen, doesn't yet offer the same level of freedom though, the diversity or environment that expats have come to expect in the UAE. That's why, for now, many companies are taking a both approach. They're keeping their headquarters or key operations in Dubai, where it's stable, reliable, and proven, while opening offices or satellite teams in Riyadh to get a foothold in Saudi's rapidly growing market. Now let's talk about the investor perspective. In the UAE, especially in Dubai, the focus is on ease and efficiency. You want to open a business? Done in a few days. You want to rent an office, hire staff, and get visas? It's pretty much a smooth process. There is a mature ecosystem here for startups, real estate investors, and even small business owners. You know exactly what you're getting once you're applying. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, is playing the long game. It's still in its early days. They're building new cities from scratch. They're planning airports, rail lines, entertainment districts, entire economic zones. So the opportunity is massive, but it's also speculative. If you invest in Saudi today, you're betting on tomorrow's potential. If it pays off, the upside is huge, but there's also some risk and more waiting involved. And that brings us to to the expat experience. Because let's be real, you can't build a business without people. Dubai has had expats at the heart of its workforce for decades. It's a place where you can live comfortably, raise a family, and enjoy all the perks of a global city. The social scene is buzzing, the regulations are clear, and the work-life balance is manageable. Saudi Arabia is working hard to catch up in this area. They've introduced entertainment zones, concerts, cinemas, and events that would have been unimaginable 10 years ago. Women can drive. Dress codes are more relaxed. International schools and housing compounds are growing. But it's still a work in progress. A lot of expats moving to Saudi still see it as a career move rather than a lifestyle destination. Now, from a policy and infrastructure standpoint, Saudi is spending off the charts. They're investing trillions into mega projects, digital infrastructure, tourism, and manufacturing. NEOM alone is a $500 billion city with plans to redefine how people live and work. If even a fraction of these projects succeed, Saudi Arabia will become a serious heavyweight. But infrastructure alone doesn't win the game. It's about consistency, ease of operations, and creating an ecosystem that supports innovation and agility. That's where Dubai still leads, in my opinion. The city knows how to execute. It's not just about big ideas, it's about delivering them efficiently. So, who is winning? It depends on what you value. If you want established systems, predictability, and a high quality lifestyle for your team, Dubai is still king. But if you're chasing long-term growth, access to a massive market, and are willing to take a bet on the future, Saudi is where the opportunity lies. From my perspective, as someone who lives and works in Dubai, I think the smart play is to be in both. Use Dubai as your launch pad and set up your operations, build your brand, and establish your cash flow here. And once you're stable, start exploring Riyadh. Attend events, build connections, test the waters. You don't need to pick one over the other, but you do need to stay informed and adaptive because the Middle East is evolving fast. And what's clear is that this competition between the UAE and Saudi Arabia is not only good for both countries, it's good for business. More innovation, more infrastructure, more opportunity. And for those of us on the ground, this is the time to pay attention. Get strategic and take full advantage of everything this region has to offer. So what do you think? Are you Team Dubai or Team Riyadh, or playing both sides smartly? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe for more insights into business, finance, and the future of the UAE economy. I'll see you guys in the next one.